Sometimes desperate times call for small hands. She got it started on there. I just happen to have 1.5 wrench. It ain't the right size, but it works. So there.
That bolt is that long.
3 hours later, you have it back in there. It's just the way I'm gonna try to do it. If you know a better way, hey, have at it. You should have had it up there where I could see it. Might have saved us both a minute or two. Supposed to wet up on that belt somehow. I think I gotta go down with it. Just gonna slip it off that water pump and let it get out of the way for a minute. Okay. That's supposed to just tap right off of there, boys. Looky there. Hey, I got a trick for that. I wanna call you buddy up. Talk's ugly and tell him come on over here. I'm trying to do something. Yep. I want to. May have to get me a end wrench to break them loose.
Which ones are you fixing to take off now?
This one, this one, this one. There should be some underneath there. I think I'll go get the water pump. See what. Got a groove. I ain't got a groove on it. That hood ain't metal. How about that? Let me get a ratchet. Makes me nervous taking bolts off. It ain't been off in 29 years. I know there's your boat in there somewhere.
I see it.
Hmm?
You get it?
Well, now, latch don't feel all that good in your guts. I'd rather be beat with a stringer of catfish than to do mechanic work. But I'll see if I can get it done. I don't know that I can't do it till somebody tells me I can't. I ain't asked nobody. And I looked out the gate this morning. There wasn't people lined up to do it for me. So I reckon I'm gonna give it a shot. There's got to be more than 4 boats hold that in. I'm gonna probably go get the other water pump and make sure that there ain't one lurking under there. But you get on it with a pry bar and then you break something off. And I ain't in the mood for drilling out, tapping out, and all that stuff. Only 4 bolts in it. I don't think that's right. I think there'd be more in it than that. That's a nub. Let's go get the other water pump and see what it's got. There's only 4 bolts in it.
What's the part number on that? Does it have it?
We got a O'Reilly auto part. There it is right here. Made in Mexico. But got a lifetime warranty. And we got a new thermostat put in it too.
What's the part number on that?
Both of them's Murray. Part number for this one is 3779. I'm gonna get my air blower and blow some of that off, clean it up a little bit while I introduce it to out here showing how to do this. But I'm gonna show you from a fella standpoint that ain't got a whole lot of tools. I'm not a mechanic, but I played one in the movies.
You were a mechanic when you.
I was a mechanic back when it wasn't like this hard to work on.
You can fix anything.
Yeah.
You can.
Jack of all trades, master of none. Let me get a little tappity tap. Something don't work, just get a little bit bigger hammer. Loosen it up a little bit. I see it moving. Oh yeah. Y'all see it moving? I got a lady finger here. Let me see if that'll. Oh, easy. Just as a side note, when you got something sharp like this in there and you're reaching in to pry on something, put your hand over the end of it, because if it slips, you got to put a hole in your radiator. That's going to bring a whole new thing on. I see it. I see it giving up a little bit. There went something. Oh, is that the magnet? Or the engine just fall out on the ground?
Magnet.
Okay. We got us a little crack right here. See if we can work with that crack. Come out of there. There you go. We may have to look at the new one. But that don't look like that would turn no water. I think there's supposed to be fins sticking up there. Can you see a difference? Look at that. That's about a wore out of. It's a wonder that thing ain't run hot as a $3 pistol. Good night.
Where did they go?
They dissolved and went yonder way.
Where are they though?
That is amazing right
Are
there.
they in the motor?
Well, that's probably accounts for a lot of that rust. I'll need you to crawl in there with a vacuum cleaner and get it all out. That's the warmest, that's the most worn water pump I've ever seen. But on a brighter note, Baron's still fine. Yeah, not. I ain't never seen one.
Oh.
Never seen a water pump that worn.
Take a look, see in there. It's nice.
We gotta flush it out when we get it all put back together. I'm gonna get that. I'll get a wire wheel and clean up in there before we put it back together.
Cleaning it up with a wire wheel.
Make sure you wear your squint goggles when you're doing this, because them little wires will fly out of there and try to rip your eye out of your head. Good as new. Looks like it just rolled out of Ford. I'm almost 65 years old. I started out as a mechanic when I was 17, working for Harry Egerton in Arcadia, Florida. A lot of people down there would remember that shop down there, Highway 17 South. Him and Charles Egerton, probably some of the best mechanics there was back in the day. And they taught me how to do a little dab of mechanicing. So I done that for a couple of years and decided that wasn't what I wanted to do the rest of my life. So, and I messed around working construction for a while. Then I went to prison for almost 20 years. But I got out. I got out and I got a pension out of the deal. Like I said, I may not be doing it the way you do it. That's fine. This is just the way I'm gonna do it.
What you doing now?
Like I said, this may not be the thing to do, but I'm putting some Vaseline on this O-ring. Make sure it slides in there nice and smooth without buckling up. Because if it don't stay in that groove right there, it's gonna leak. And I don't want to have to lick this cap at one time. And if you don't want to put no Vaseline on yours, that's strictly your call. I'll look and check, but I think the torque on it is like 15 or 20 pounds. See if I can remember how this goes now. Got one boat. One boat started, boys. Heck yeah.
Where's the thermostat go?
Right there. We're going to do that next just because. Now, I would have thought there'd have been more boats in it than four. Used to when I was a mechanic back in the day, you'd have had to take the whole front of this engine off to get that water pump because the power steering bracket went in front of it, the air conditioner bracket went in front of it, and any other bracket. They tried to do some pollution control one time, and back then it wasn't illegal to take it off. So if somebody buy a new car, they'd bring it in there and we'd take all that junk off of it. I'm vertically challenged. So I'm going to stand on my head. Used to be a good thing when I was a little guy. Been a long time. But when I was 17, I weighed about $1.25, and I'd have crawled in there and I'd have been sitting down in there working on this motor. And I would have rather worked on an engine or pulled the engine out of a car rather than eat when I was hungry back then. But now I don't really want to. And I'm sure you want to get all these bolts kind of going pretty much the same time so it don't pull it down crooked. Ain't it pretty though? Phone call.
I'm gonna put the fan back on.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
You do that before the thermostat?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna rig this back up, put the belt back on before I put the fan back on because it's aggravating. I'm blown away about that water pump.
The Lord took care of us on that.
No
We've
fins
been all
on it.
over.
No fins on it whatsoever.
We didn't get stranded nowhere.
No, and I've drove it all over this county looking at bees in the middle of the night. And I don't like being broke down, but I sure don't like being broke down at night.
Thank you, Lord, for
That ain't
taking
no
care
fun.
of the truck.
Yes, sir. Better to me than I deserve. I'm gonna put this here belt back on now so I can tighten that up. See if I can remember how it goes. I think like this.
That's gonna be a fun part.
Yeah. I think it goes on there, back around there.
You think?
Yeah, I got too much belt.
Does it go on the?
I think it comes up here and goes back around that way. May have to play the video back. I think it's something like this.
I don't know if anybody can see, but
no. I need to put it. I think it goes like that, and it'll be easier to slip it on that pulley. Because it's smooth. Or I can go ahead and put it on the pulley and put it up on that. Okay. Where's that? I don't know which way I went with it, down or up. That way, I think. Looky there. Looky there. How about that? Blind hog found an acorn. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Of course, I ain't got it all the way back together, but that wasn't bad at all.
You have to torque those or no?
Yeah, I just did.
Hand torque.
I just hand torqued them. Okay. For the unmechanical person, you want to find your water pump or thermostat housing on this. Trace your top water hose down. That right there is good to pinch your blood blister on your finger. All right, that's back out of the way. Let's give that one. Oh, just a little bit of love. There we go. Usually, if you'll turn it just a little bit, it'll come off.
Ooh, that's rusty too.
Oh, this fell. Just lost one of my boots.
See if I can find it.
Huh?
Let me see if I can find it.
Something fell down in there. I don't know if it fell on the ground or in the motor. We'll figure out what it was directly. I hate it when they do that.
You know that sound.
Yep.
Need some blaster.
I don't know if we can get down in there to it. Oh boy.
I'm gonna pause this a minute.
You got a bolt that acts like it's going to break off where you can loosen it up. Try to tighten it a little bit, loosen it a little bit, tighten it a little bit, loosen it a little bit. Keep your fingers crossed, your toes crossed, because you see where that is. That'd be fun to replace that.
What would you have had to do? Tap it?
You have to drill that bolt hole out. Hopefully you can tap it back straight. Let's see, I got a bolt right there I need to get off. See if this is it. It is.
That bolt. That's the old thermostat. I think it was due for a change. Is that what the thermostat sits on? to get your fingers, ain't it?
Yep. I'm trying to figure. I think that goes in first, and this goes in on top of it. Something like that. I got a trick for them bolts though. Let me see. Aliens or something, 100 years from now, when they go taking this engine apart, they won't break these bolts off. I'm gonna put a little bit of anti-seize on that.
What's that do?
Keeps them bolts from rusting up, seizing up. That's a little bit nerve-wracking when you feel it fixing to break off. Here's something.
Dump truck. Maybe they're gonna fix the roads.
Okay.
No chance of that.
Be funny.
The road's not no fun when it rains.
It's this stuff right here. You can take a teaspoon of this right here and paint a barn. You'll get it all over you. I'll have it in my ears and my mustache before the day's out.
Well, you won't seize up.
That's right. Won't rust up. Put a little bit of slick them on that. What are you doing? He's rude. Let me see. I need to go back and look. See if that ring goes in there first. If it goes on top, I think it goes underneath right there. I better check because that might leak.
Don't want to have to do it twice.
Let me check and see where the ring goes. I might have to have the phone. That's about 15. Just showing you. I don't think she had to take the thing going. Thermostat sits down in there just like that. And an O-ring on top of it. Put it in there like that. You just messed up. Alright. Put that boat back in.
You said you dropped one. Did you find it?
Not yet. Probably one that come out of the radiator. But I don't know. You ain't a very good mechanic if you ain't got a box of bolts left over nuts when you get done. That's how you get your spare parts. That's how you get up your boat inventory. Let's see now.
It done got cold out here. Is it getting colder?
Don't know. I'm not a
I'm
meter.
about to freeze to death. Well, there went something.
Yeah. That can probably stay in there. That way I'll know where it's at next time I need it. Got that pinched on. That back out the way. We got them tightened up. Let's see. Unless I missed my gas, we're about ready to put this thing back together. I think I put this in there and got it back out of my way long enough to tell you what. First, I'm gonna blow all the crud out of that radiator.
Ooh, that's dirty. They couldn't breathe.
I had it kind of caught in there, I think.
They're gonna put more gumbo clay down there by Dennis's. He won't never get up that hill to get home when it rains.
I think I better get my fan in there while I got a minute. Yeah, treat me. Don't give you much room to work with there. Back around this one. I may have to get my big wrench and turn it. Turn it, turn it.
It won't cooperate, is it?
Awkward. I got my fan bolt tightening wrench. That's it. I see what's happening.
You want me to put them on?
I need an 8mm out of here.
You've had them a minute.
Since I was about 15, 16, 17 years old, something like that. That don't work. And one guy I watched do it. He took these transmission lines loose to get shroud past it. You can do it without doing that. At least on this one you can, because I just did it. Alright, got the shroud tightened back up. Always want to keep one of these handy. Got it. ain't done yet. We'll throw it back down in there in a minute.
This truck ain't gonna know how to act being able to breathe.
You think people would take better care of their stuff than that?
Well, imagine that air filter needs that
Might need to
to
blow it
breathe
out
too. It
Pull it
looks
out of there,
dirty too.
Might as well give it a little love while we're at it.
It's a little dirty. What happens when you live on a dirt road?
Next service, I'll change that temporary fix blowing one out like that. It's already turned yellow as corn, so I know it needs change. Okay. That's reaching. I'm gonna need to replace that. Oh, here one day, it's kind of cruddy. Made in Canada. How about that? Let's see where my screwdriver goes. Right, stop. It's cloudy. He can't find where to land that thing. He's got his blinker on. These bolts here take a 10 millimeter. I think there was one holding it down. I got some more in there somewhere. Let's see.